Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016, and this is the final game of the season. It's going to be against Fiorentina. Simple as this, we win and we win the league. Also, a very Merry Christmas to you all. If this all goes to plan, this should be uploaded on Christmas Eve. This is going to be the only video uploaded today, for those of you who are watching at the time. I know I've been doing a lot of double uploads lately, and I hope you have been enjoying them. And yeah, so Merry Christmas and all that. So, it's, as I say, it really is as simple as win the game, we win the league. Anything else leaves the door open for Juventus, who are just 2 points behind us. Obviously, they've got to do their bit, but equally, look, just win the game. That's all I'm thinking of at the minute. Just win the damn game, and then we don't have to worry about Juve. In terms of, because I know a few of you guys like to look at other leagues and things, we're going to have a look at them as well as the race for third spot here. So we've got three contenders. We've got Lazio, Inter and Napoli. In terms of teams going down, Vicenza, as you saw, are already relegated, with Verona also down, and then it's down to either Sassuolo, Cesena or Empoli, who are going down there. I will also just very quickly show you the other leagues, just to show you how they're getting on. So Arsenal have broken, look at that, by 4 goals. Goodness gracious me. 4 goals, level on points with Chelsea. They must have snatched it right at the end there. 2 Manchester clubs then getting 3rd and 4th. West Ham, of all teams, there in 5th place, and then Liverpool in 6th. Leicester, and QPR and Norwich getting relegated. Danny Welbeck and Sergio Aguero. Right, top goal scorers, clearly. We'll also have a look at France. Have Marseille done it again? Indeed they have. They've got, Paris Saint-Germain have dropped down to 3rd. They'll have to go through a qualifier, I think. We'll also have a look at Germany. Guess who won there? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Bayer Leverkusen. Okay. We're at Dortmund. We're at Bayern. They're 2nd. And come Dortmund on 48 points. Oh dear. Very good, is it? And we'll also have a look at Holland, since these are the ones I have active. I'm meaning to activate more. I'm being lazy and haven't, or just being very forgetful. And yeah, Feyenoord with their win again. So this is our team then to take on Fiorentina. We have, as you'd expect, pretty much as bog standard as you can get, with Carlos Bacca, Christian Benteke up front, Pastore, Marin, Calabria and Blind, De Siglio, Mangala, Stearns, Abate, Donnarumma at the back. I don't think I really need to say anything. I've got Jeremy Menez, who is not in great form, as we've seen, but he still managed to score 18 goals this season. He's been great. But Bacca now, hopefully, can potentially just have one game where he can play well. I mean, look at this big green line here at 8.3. Pastore coming good. Maori's been excellent. Calabria has really been a find at the end of the season here. He's done so well in this winger position, so he'll definitely come into play. Blazikowski, as you can see, his match fitness is not great, so I'm not going to bother risking him, although, because Calabria's done a fine job, so I've got no problem there. But if really need to be, then I can bring him on, but I'm not sure. His fitness isn't going to be good, so I do worry about the effectiveness. So, here we go then. We'll keep an eye on Juve. So if we do fuck up, then we have at least a saving grace with Juventus. So they're taking on Frosinone here, away from home, who I think they are 14th. So really they've got nothing to play for. They could finish 13th, could finish ahead of Roma. This is the Fiorentina team. They've got Rossi, they've got Verdi, Mario Suarez, I think, yeah. In midfield there. Is that Socrates Papastopoulos? Indeedly it is. Don't know why I just turned into Ned Flanders there, sorry about that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's go. Just wanted to get a little bio on the other team there. So we'll scroll down. Where is Juventus? There they are. Against Frosinone. As I just keep an eye on them in case we mess up. Well, that's not a good start. Hopefully not a good omen. That's not a good omen either with Carlos Bacca. I'm not quite sure if that was a shot or a header, but whatever it was terrible. But here's Christian Benteke smashing it straight into the Fiorentina player. Nice aggressive start though, really on the front foot. This is pretty good. Maori with the world's worst touch. So Fiorentina got a draw. When we went to Florence, we got a draw, which wasn't the end of the world, considering that I think at the time they were in pretty good form as well. So I wasn't overly disappointed with it. I mean, of course you want to win, but It could have been worse, that game. We weren't that great either, and they very easily could have won it. So you can see how well they play. They really do link up very well. Very dangerous team, especially up top with the likes of Rossi and Verdi, Suarez as well, who I really like as a midfielder. But that's a good tackle by Blind on said Suarez. Here is Carlos Bacca. What can he do here? Go the other way, apparently. I think that was, again, another shot that hit the defender. It's Pastore. That's nice from Javier Pastore. Oh, and it just evades Carlos Bacca. It's not happening. Here's Daily Blind. Pastore's offside. So 10 minutes gone, or approaching 10 minutes. Still 0-0 here and in Frosinone. I think, is that a location in Italy? I've never heard of it. That's why, if you look in the earlier videos, I'm a bit hesitant in trying to pronounce it. I'm not quite sure how you do, because it's a very odd-looking name. You know, with the chance for Pastore. Oh my goodness me, the goalkeeper. Well, he did not need to make that save. That was going miles wide, and he's palmed it straight back to Javier Pastore, and it's 1-0. So as it stands, we are winning the title. We don't have to worry about Juve, although when we give the ball away like that, dear me, De Siglio just passed it straight to him. And he's made a bit of a mess of that shot, really. Donnarumma with the easy save. And De Siglio, God, he's all over the place. Doesn't know what to do with it. This is better though. Here's a Pastore who really has come into his own in the second half of the season. Oh, and Davide Calabria. He's done so well. Well, he is a defender, so I'm not going to shout at him and say, "Oh, you should be finishing that." Technically he is a right back, but he has just done so well in this sort of winger position that I've got no real reason to drop him. And say, "Oh no, he doesn't fit this." Therefore, it was like Emre Can at Liverpool last season. He went into that centre back role and did really well for the most part. So it was like, well, don't change what's not fixed. And Benteke, there it is again. He gets into a great spot. He's about 2-3 yards off away from goal, and he puts it over. He just specialises in doing that. And Pastore going close there, hitting the bar. So we are just. It's a good job the goalkeeper palmed that straight to Pastore before. Otherwise, this would be super frustrating. But as it stands, provided we can see this out here, we should go in at half time 1-0. Chance here for Fiorentina. Block, good away from good clearance by Abate. So I'm just saying, where's Juventus gone? Oh shit. So I've got one of my buttons on. Oh my goodness me, Frosinone have scored. So it doesn't matter either way at the minute, because that's actually we're gonna finish 5 points clear as it currently stands. Wow. Yeah, look at that, 38 minutes. Sloan Privyat. I think that's how you pronounce that. He's got the goal. Well. How about that? Not a particularly great game, as you can see, but Pastore, the goalkeeper. Well, look at that. I mean, come on. The goalkeeper's made, a dreadful error. Yeah, 6.8. I just don't get goalkeeper ratings on this save. Like, I've seen keepers get like a 5.5 rating. You think, oh, what have they done there? Made to drop the clanger. They haven't done anything. They've just conceded 3 goals. And you're like, how does that possibly equal, a 5.5 rating? I've just plucked that one up the air. I don't actually have any evidence for that. But yeah, it is a strange. The rating system in general is quite strange. I've talked about it before, but Juventus have scored. Alex Sandro straight from the kick-off virtually. Yeah, it is strange. It does make sense for the most part for outfield players. Occasionally you do look at it and go, what? But that's like Calabria there, 6.4. I mean, again, look, we're only seeing them through key highlights. You can't possibly go, well, that's definitely wrong, because you're only seeing it through highlights. But goalkeepers definitely. I mean, there is an off chance that they may be playing terrible in other ways that we just don't see through the highlights. We're going to bring on Menez for the final 15 or so minutes, 25 minutes, I should say. Since Benteke is looking a bit nervous, and he hasn't really looked like scoring, to be brutally honest with you. Oh, that's a good. There's Benteke's biggest strength once again. Getting into the middle of the park, powering his way through and winning the header. And it's a great nod on to, unfortunately, to no one, as is most of the time. There's Calabria. And the goalkeeper again, what is going on? Has he got his hands on? Does he not have any hands? We can't really see in 3D, in 2D here, but I'm not quite sure this guy's got his hands on today. His hands attached to his arms. Right, here's Kumar Babakar, of course. Juventus have scored. Alex Teixeira has put them in front now, so it does matter this game. So if Fiorentina score, has to be very careful. There's a chance for Carlos Bacca. He's played in Menez. I think that might do it. Juventus are 3-0, but it doesn't matter. That must clinch it. Jeremy Menez, well, he's broken his duck, I think. It's been a while since he scored. Can't remember if he scored recently, but it was a nice finish. 90 goals. Let's see if he can get 20 for the season. If we can really hammer this one home now. And oh dear, what happened to Kumar Babakar? Remember him? Veterans of the channel. He was signed in for Liverpool. Oh God, many years ago, thinking, oh, watch out for this guy. He's going to be great. And yeah, I think that kind of sums up really that shot there. Yet to hear from him in real life. Right, Daley Blind, what an addition he's been. We just seem to keep making these like one-off January signings that just they're slotted in the team and do so well. And again, the goalkeeper, what is going on? He definitely doesn't have any hands because he's completely incapable of catching. Right, well, we might as well give Adrian Ramos. No, we're not. No. No, I was going to get a bit silly there, but every time we've done that before, it's come back to bite me in the arse. We're also going to give Ricardo Montolivo a run out, however, I will allow this. Montolivo, one final run out. He is leaving at the end, so I'll just give him the final 10 minutes here, his fitness a little bit down. But we're going to give Blazikowski a run out here. Hopefully he won't break his metatarsal or something and miss the entire summer. I don't think there's a summer tournament. I'm trying to think what year. Oh, sorry, there is. It's the World Cup. What am I talking about? It's 2018. Right, so we're going to go all the way through. Lads, Serie A, or what do they call it? The Scudetto. I couldn't remember the name then. The Scudetto is ours after 3 years. 3 seasons in and we've done it. I'm not quite sure how, but I would like to thank some people who did. Again, I'm not very good at pointing out names and stuff because my short-term memory is pretty terrible. But I would like to thank everyone who has given me tactical advice. I know some of you go, what the fuck are you doing? This is stupid. What you're doing is shit. Well, it's worked, so up yours, I guess. Well, there you go. There's the achievement champions, Pastore and Menez. So he really has kicked on, Pastore. That average rating really has shot up now. 5 goals and 6 assists. Probably wanted a little bit more. I think if you told me that was going to be the final tally for him at the end of the season, I'd be a little bit disappointed. But considering how poor he was at the start of the season, or the first half even, the second half he's done really well. So there we go. Win Serie A. We stop Juventus's run. That was the aim. Stop this barren, ridiculous run for everyone else and just a complete monopoly for Juventus. I like how their average rating is just dominated by Juventus players though. Blazikowski, there you get an idea how good he is. Mangala's been fantastic. Top goal scorers, you've got Menez there, 15. Ada, who for some reason is godlike. On this, you've got Djordjevic. I probably butchered that one. Ocampos, there's Dzeko, Abubakar, Iago Aspas with that level with Jeremy Menez. Christian Benteke, very good debut season for him, 14 goals. Assists. 9 for Blazikowski, obviously. I think if he wasn't injured, I think he would have had more. Who else have we had? This was a first to me. It was really a team, but then again, I would expect this if it had been in Italy, but this was a title win based on defence rather than goal scoring. We scored 9 goals. I mean, not a huge gap, but 9 goals less than Juventus, but we conceded the same. If you go back to my older videos where I am still winning the league, with I don't know, Brighton or Derby or Arsenal, Tottenham, so one of those teams on FM13 or FM12 and 11, you'll notice that we are scoring like 100 goals every season, but we're also conceding about 40. We are very much gung ho. But this season, with the exception of a handful of games where we did go a bit mad, this has been very much a team and a title win based on defence. You compare that. There's Juventus and AC at the top there, 19 conceded, and then you've got Inter conceding 40, Napoli 37, and then Lazio, I think they're the closest anyone got, which was 31, which really is the difference between the top two there. I mean, that is a huge gap. So we've got Sassuolo, Verona and Vicenza relegated. Inter will get back in the Champions League. And there we go. Menes entered the goal drought, which is good because it's now the end of the season. There's Carlo Ancelotti. Title race. Yeah, always confident and all that. I do have a good £6 million payout. Goodness me. Right, I'm not a legend or anything, am I? Thank God. No, not in there. Can't see an ostrich. No, okay. Never mind. I wouldn't expect to be anyway yet. So that's pretty good. We'll just fast forward this, just see if there are any more. Ooh, a few unlocks. Oh yes, I've got a load of report of regens and things. So there's a new average attendance. Obviously that's not real in real life, I'm sure. 10 years ago it was much higher than this. Javier Manquillo named Young Player of the Year. We've got Mauri coming in second, just behind, which is pretty good. Ooh, I've won Manager of the Year, that's very handy. 68% win ratio, not bad. Of what's that, international management. I guess I can just cheat to become a national manager, I'm not going to do that. I can actually vote for the manager's manager. Obviously, you can't obviously vote for yourself. Mangala and Pastore. Pastore really in Team of the Year. That is a surprise. So Ada wins the Italian Media Player of the Year. Barbo is Foreign Player of the Year, and then Fans Player of the Year is Blazikowski, which is excellent. And there is your, let's see, Benteke coming third in striker, Pastore second in midfielder, Mangala in third, and Donnarumma, not bad for a 19-year-old, second in Goalkeeper of the Year. Thank you, Jacob, that's very kind of you. So I'm going to have a look through a few of these regens once I've switched the camera off there. So there we go then. I hope you enjoyed. Quite easy in the end, I suppose. It wasn't really as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. However, I'm very happy that I managed to win the title in the third season. What does this mean now? Am I going to carry on? Well, yes, the plan is to carry on for at least a little bit longer with Milan. I want to build up my manager sort of profile, reputation, and just get really not to the point where it's not to make the game easier or anything, but certainly get to a point where you can be a little bit more relaxed about how you go about things. The game is a bit more on cruise control rather than, you have to really think about it as you do at the start of every game. That's why, if you look at the start of most saves of mine, I'm a lot more invested in the game compared to, say, 3 months down the line when I'm a lot more relaxed about it. It's a lot more, you go autopilot nearly. So I'm going to stick with Milan. I think I'm building a nice little team here. But I am going to add some more leagues and we'll see what jobs come up. As I say, we do have this unofficial mini pentagon, or whatever you want to call it, or that's not even a pentagon. I don't even know what you call it, a mini dodecahedron challenge, because we're going to try and win as many European leagues as we can. So, that includes even the silly ones, like, the Nordic leagues and the Irish league and the friggin' Ukrainian league and, all sorts of crazy ones. Maybe even San Marino, Luxembourg and Liechtenstein if they have one. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling. I very much hope you enjoy your Christmas. I will be back in the new year for the next season. I'm going to be taking a little break now, as I'm sure many of you will want to enjoy Christmas and not sit down in front of the computer and watch Football Manager. Spend time with your families, kids. And yeah, it'll be the new year. So all that's left to say is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year. Goodbye.